Well. You start the day off with Aaron Rodgers announcing that he's going to go back to the Packers. And you thought, oh, what other news could be any more bigger than that? What the hell? Russell Wilson goes to the damn Broncos. Yes, Russell Wilson has been traded to the the Denver Broncos. I definitely did not. I'll say this before I talk about the trade and the package and everything. I did not see this trade coming at all. Like, I didn't even think that the Denver Broncos would trade for Russell Wilson. Like, I didn't even think that, but hey, they did it. Aaron Rodgers went off the board after they found that. They're like, yeah, okay. Aaron Rodgers, that sucks. Hey, let's call the guys over there in Seattle. Hey, we're willing to trade these pieces for Russell Wilson. Can you give us that right now? Okay, sure. You can get Russell Wilson. Just give us what you need. Okay. Nice deal. All right, we'll take it. So Russell Wilson is going to the Denver Broncos. It's typical Denver Broncos fashion. They need to trade for a veteran quarterback to look at trying to make a run at the Super Bowl. Where have I seen this story before? Oh, wait. Peyton Manning. Now the question is, will Russell Wilson do what Peyton Manning did, and that's win a Super Bowl in Denver? Because the talk of the town is they have a solid team that they always can build around, and they have a solid defense and a solid offense. The only problem with this team is they got no quarterback. Well, Russell Wilson's coming in the fold, and he should, and I mean should, expect them to get at least the Denver Broncos into the playoffs. But like I said, the AFC is very tough. And I'm questioning the fact. Now, I don't know if Russell Wilson okayed this decision. Listen, he's more than entitled to go where he pleases. But if you ask me, I would think he would go be traded to an NFC team. Maybe the Seattle Seahawks dumped him to the Denver Broncos because we don't want to deal with this guy again in a potential NFC matchup if we were to make the playoffs and then we have to play this guy's team and he ends up beating us. Maybe that could be the play. But I would think if Russell Wilson has say in the decision of where he wants to be traded, you would think he would go to an NFC team because the NFC is completely wide open. The only two teams you have to worry about are the Green Bay Packers and the defending Super Bowl champions and the Rams. You would think there would be the only two teams that would have to be worried about. You know, there was a whole speculation he could be traded to Tampa as the replacement to Tom Brady and stuff like that. I thought he would have fit in nicely there. But no, he's being traded to the AFC, which is a very tough conference, and he's going to be in a very tough division. Like, holy hell. I didn't even speak about that. The AFC West is going to be a damn near dogfight. That is the toughest division in football right now. The AFC West, the toughest division. They all have teams in there that can make the playoffs all together. And they're all teams that, guess what? They can all end up splitting each other in every dang matchup. You got the Chiefs who are Patrick Mahomes. You got the Raiders that got Derek Carr. He's all right. I'll give him his props. He's all right. He's not like the status of a, Russell Wilson or a Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert, but he's all right. He's got Josh McDaniels coming in there. You would envision Josh McDaniels makes him a better quarterback. Justin Herbert, an up-and-coming superstar of a QB who's balling, who they just re-signed Mike Williams to a freaking big-time deal. And now you got Russell Wilson in this division. This division, in terms of opposing defenses on every one of these teams, they are going to be, my God. That division's going to be insane because that just shows you each of these four teams, wins are critical for these teams, especially against their division rivals. So it's like Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. When you play the Chiefs, you better beat those guys so you don't end up with a situation where it ends up being some sort of tiebreaker. And whoever wins this game against the Chiefs, guess what? They win the division. Because that's what happened to the Chargers this past season. They beat the Chiefs earlier in the year, but they couldn't beat them in LA to clinch the freaking AFC West. And because of it, they fell out of the playoff race. So that's the thing, and that goes for all these teams. But this division, it's the best division in football. This is going to be one entertaining ass division. And especially for somebody that strictly gets these teams' typical games because I'm on the West Coast, well then my goodness, this is gonna be insanity. Holy hell. It's gonna be complete insanity when it comes to these teams and stuff like that. And like I said, the whole AFC conference as a whole is a freaking lot tougher than the NFC. Because you don't only got all the AFC West teams you got to deal with. You got to deal with the Bills, the up-and-coming Patriots with Mac Jones, who looks solid, and stuff like that. We don't know what the Dolphins are going to look like now that they got the new head coach. They could be good. They could not. But we'll see. Thinking of any other teams. Really no teams from the AFC South other than the Titans. But like I said, the Titans, they need to get a new quarterback and stuff like that. The AFC North, the Ravens are going to be coming back fully healthy, so they look to probably be a problem with Lamar Jackson. The Bengals are going to be a problem, looking to try to reclaim what they once lost and try to get back to the Super Bowl. There's a bunch of freaking players and a bunch of teams in the AFC that got some dang solid prospects and stuff like that. But let's talk about the trade. So the trade for Russell Wilson, Seattle ended up getting in return from the Denver Broncos. They got quarterback Drew Lock, tight end Noah Fant, D-line Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick, and Denver got Russell Wilson and a 4th-round pick in return. So what does this mean for Seattle? Seattle gets a huge, massive haul. They get, obviously, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. So that's definitely going to help them in their draft. I don't know much about Shelby Harris. I think he's solid. Tight end Noah Fant, I think he's also another solid tight end as well. Drew Lock is the one person where it's like he might potentially be a bridge quarterback for the year for Seattle. And Seattle probably looks to maybe tank it all in next year and not be good and potentially draft their Russell Wilson successor in the following draft when it looks like potentially the quarterback class could be much better and stuff like that. But I have to go back and look at college football stuff. I don't think college football will have I think maybe next year's draft might have solid quarterbacks for next year's NFL draft. But that's where I see what's going to happen. It seems like Seattle is going to probably build through the draft and end up potentially drafting their the next QB of the Seattle Seahawks in whatever draft is the next big great quarterback class. It could not be next year's draft. It's definitely not this year's draft. It could be next year's draft potentially, or maybe even the draft in 2024. And stuff like that. They got 2 second-round picks. It's always good to have second-round picks because those are like leftovers from day one. So that's good for them. And they get a 5th-round pick. In terms of Seattle, this essentially tells you that they're probably going to break it all up and they're going to start the rebuild. I don't see any indication that DJ Metcalf and Tyler Lockett wants to stay around with Drew Lock or a potential rookie succeeding quarterback. I don't think that's going to happen. I think DK and Tyler Lockett will be like, we served our time here. Can we get out just like Russell did? So I won't be shocked if they end up getting traded or Seattle ends up trading them away to get some more picks and assets in return. That means it's going to put 2 really good receivers on the market. DJ Metcalf being an elite receiver and Tyler Lockett being a really good receiver, especially in the slot position. So, teams are going to be asking for their services as well. So this is going to be, it's actually going to be probably good. Yeah, I know it doesn't look good for Seattle, but they're going to get a lot of picks. You can definitely get a lot of picks. You got a lot of picks for Russell Wilson. You can get a nice return for Tyler Lockett and DJ Metcalf too. So yeah, maybe with DJ Metcalf, DJ Metcalf, you can maybe get another first. Tyler Lockett, you'll probably just get a second at the least, at the latest. But it's gonna be very interesting. Like I said, this just essentially shows that Seattle's gonna rebuild. Pete Carroll's probably got a few more years of him coaching left, and then he's gonna have to hand the reins to somebody else. Because I don't envision him coaching Seattle for far too long. I think he's got maybe 3 years left to coach Seattle, maybe 3 or 4 years left, and then he'll be out of there. He'll retire, and stuff like that. But yeah. And then obviously, what does this mean for the Broncos? Well, I'll say this: no more excuses. You keep saying you got the solid enough defense, you got a solid enough offense with weapons. We need a quarterback. Well, if any team that makes those statements, well, guess what? Especially coming to me from a Bears fan's perspective. For a team making that statement, well, then guess what? You damn well better hope Russell Wilson works out for you guys and he gets you to the playoffs. Because if not, well, then you just traded away all those damn assets away for nothing. All those picks and those freaking stuff for nothing. And damn near, you better hope Russell Wilson gets you a damn Super Bowl. Otherwise, that whole haul was a waste of a haul. And it was just because you just did that because you were desperate because Aaron Rodgers was not coming to you. So, yeah, and that's up to Russell Wilson too. Rodgers gonna be held to the feet to his fire too. He's gonna have to win a dang championship in his tenure as the Broncos quarterback. Because guess what? You're out now. You're good. You got a solid team around you. Go out there, go win the division, go get this, do what Peyton Manning did. Go get you guys to the Super Bowl and win it all. So, that's gonna be the thing. But mostly, I see this more as it's more pressure on the Broncos because time and time again, year after year after year, the whole talk of the town was the Broncos can't do this because they got no quarterback. Well, you got the guy. You got the guy. All right, let's see if your team really is that damn good, or was it just an overrated mess of a joke? But we'll see. They got a new head coach changing it. Maybe you feel a lot more comfortable potentially if Vic Fangio was still there, but they said, well, you got to get out of here. So, yeah. I would have probably liked to see Vic Fangio with Russell Wilson and see how he would have did. At least give him a shot, but Nathaniel Hackett's there, so we'll see how Nathaniel Hackett does there as the head coach of the Broncos. But I think this is a good move for the Broncos. It puts them in that contention where they're going to compete for the AFC West and a potential Super Bowl run. It's not going to be easy because, like I said, the AFC West is loaded. You got to play Herbert 2 times, Mahomes 2 times, you got to play the Raiders 2 times. And all those 3 teams, they're damn near tough teams. So, division's going to be crazy. I do have a friend who's a Chargers fan, and man, I feel for him. He's not only got to deal with Mahomes, the Raiders always play the Chargers pretty tough, and now he's got to deal with Russell Wilson. Yeah, I'm a Bears fan. I'll have to deal with Aaron Rodgers, hopefully for 4 more years, and I'm done. So, yeah, I think this is a good move by the Broncos. Like it. It's good for them. As for Seattle, I like it too. You get draft picks. You get a massive haul where you can get a start to building your future for the team. So, yeah. But that's all my thoughts on the Russell Wilson move. I honestly like this move for both teams, to be honest. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, I'm Guyver, guys. So, till then, guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this trade. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Bronco fans, what are your reactions? As well as hit the subscribe button to Cam-Free 15 Talk Sports, as I talk not only about my Chicago Bears as my main team on the channel, but as well as just other news in terms of other sports like the NBA, MLB, and the NFL. And I also will be doing week recaps on the newest football league coming on this upcoming spring, and that is the USFL. But other than that, guys, I'm Guyver. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night watching this video. Until then, guys, peace.